Right, hey everyone. Right, so this happy Monday and happy trading day today. I think everyone should have caught some wins. Called out 3 trades today. My first one was actually a mini loss because after I cut my trade, after I cut some risk on my trade, the remaining half of the position actually hit the stop loss at break even +1. So overall, it was a tiny loss, which I managed to cover. But let me just explain my trades for today. So the first trade started off near the London Open, right? So I saw that the 4 hour was actually really bullish at that point in time. And then when I went down to the 1 hour, it was also bullish. So all I was doing was looking for longs. When I came to the charts, I saw that the 1 hour actually had already broken its previous highs. So I waited for the 15-minute to give me some form of support. When it broke above this wick here, I actually took the longs with my stop loss below this previous support. So I was aiming for this clean move on the left. This clean move on the left to fill to the area of the 4 hour strong resistance within this area here. So price did indeed tap to that area, but unfortunately it was very choppy on the way up. So when this candle actually came down, broke below its previous wick, I cut half of the trade, and then the next one please hit my stop at break even, right? So this was the first trade, overall long bias. So I kept to my bias, even though the price reacted to that 4 hour zone, and people were asking how come I didn't take the sells down. I usually don't like to flip my bias like that. If I have a clear bias for that day, unless key levels are broken, only then will I flip my bias. So in this case, as long as the key level of 138,500 was not broken on the 4 hour, I would still remain long bias on my trades for GJ today. So this was my second trade that I took for today. So I saw that GU was actually respecting this level of support on the 1 hour. Sorry, level of resistance on the 1 hour, and we was closing really bearish at the London Open. So without a top wick on top. So I saw that this rejection was actually a continuation down to clean this 4 hour candle on the left. So I took a shot when this next candle flipped bullish, and then when it came down flipped bearish, I entered my trades when it broke this wick low over here with my stop loss aggressive above this current candle's wick high, because all I wanted was for the trade to go down to this 4 hour support over here for that clean move down. So I took 80% off at this area, and then I saw that the 1 hour had some tiny potential to go a little bit further because of these support over here. So I took the remaining 20% at 1.331 at this 1 hour support. So my third trade was actually on GJ again. So when I saw that this big bearish candle was actually coming down, when this bearish candle was actually coming down strong, um, and then it did not close below this 1 hour support that I had, and it didn't have a bottom wick, I was looking at these higher lows that were made on GJ. So I was waiting actually for longs. So I saw that the 4 hour also left a long wick, and then this resistance here, sorry, this support here closed higher than this previous support. So all I waited for was for this candle to pull back and hold this support without any of the 1 hour or 30-minute candles closing below this 4 hour support. So I waited for it to flip bullish over here, and then I took my long trade on the 4 hour. So to go, so I was aiming 80% to be off around these areas here, because this was a clear strong 4 hour support. And then I was looking at the 1 hour. Initially, I didn't want to take any percentage off here, but if we look at the 30-minute, there was a rejection over to that previous 1 hour resistance. So I took 20% off here and then locked my stop loss below the below the 1 hour support at this current candle. So initially my stop loss was below the 4 hour support and below all the wicks, but then I thought that if I were to squeeze the stop loss and push it to break even, when the price did a retracement on the hourly close, I would then get wicked before the price continued higher. So I wanted to take 80% off at 138,950, but when I saw that this candle closed without a top wick and so did the 30-minute, I then took my 80% off at this highs here and then locked my stop loss below this latest 30-minute wick low and also below the 1 hour previous resistance. So then after that, there was some Brexit news that came out unexpectedly, which hit my final stop loss in profit. So overall, this trade, I made about 17 pips, which I think was quite good, given that it's a Monday and it was the third trade that I took. So given also that I took 3 trades, this third trade was actually taken much smaller because I didn't want to risk all the profits that I had made previously after covering for the small loss on the first trade. Right, so hopefully all this helps, and I hope you all guys all caught this longs with me, or rather these trades with me today. So if you did, help me give a like on my content on this IG story as well as the IG post to let me know that if I should continue posting content like this. Right, happy Monday, safe trading everyone.